Hello and welcome to Roleplay Rejects, where we play new and unusual tabletop role-playing games. We stand on the precipice of the 41st millennium, and in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war.
I'm not saying
Welcome to Wine About It.
You said it through my grace. I want that to be known.
Okay. I will say I got the W in welcome before you said I'm not saying it. So
Correct.
Just putting it out there. Go back. It's
Play
almost
back
as if,
editor.
like, yeah, play the back editor.
I'm not saying
Welcome to Wine About It.
Wesley did have you beat there, Phil. So sucks to suck, I guess.
I don't
Our
feel like I
chocolate
can
was
make
smooth.
the editor do anything. Yeah, I'm just here. So
If you like chocolate, grow up. I said it.
okay,
Why are
you're
you doing that?
first of all, you're so wrong. Secondly, like, listen, I'm not the biggest like chocolate fan.
Way. Why are you like this?
What?
You married him 3 times.
I did.
You know.
Yeah, it's her
Yeah.
fault.
It's not my.
I wouldn't be
I
here.
feel like I feel like after the
True.
first or second wedding that you would know what you were getting into.
Who knows how that timeline goes?
Hmm.
I like to think we would all still be friends, no matter what happens in any timeline. Oh, except for that one.
True.
But that's like the genocide route.
Dude, we're all enemies in every other timeline.
You think
Oh,
so?
wow. Wow.
Mortal enemies.
Jeez.
Time, please. All
What?
right.
Oh, right.
Thank you, editor.
Well, welcome to Wine About It, but for real this time, final.
Wait, are we starting from that point? In which case, we're started. Welcome to Wine About It.
Shut the fuck up! I just did that. Bling blop. Welcome to Wine About It. It's the fucking roleplay.
No one's
Okay, we're locked in. Hello, listeners.
We're not.
Welcome to Wine About It.
We're not saying anything.
Now we got to start over. Damien, your turn.
Is this the energy we're going to be bringing into this one?
All day long.
What day is it? Saturday,
Oh,
all day long. Every time someone says that,
I blame
I say it all the
Wesley
time.
and Donnie, whoever they are.
Yeah.
okay, first of all, don't put me on Donnie's level, okay? Don't put me on Donnie's level. Donnie probably fucks with strawberries. I fucks with Donnie
Oh
heavily.
yeah.
I wish I was
Wow.
playing roleplay games.
the
with-
analytic leaps that you just made are fucking wild.
I ate the leap fruit. Dude, One Piece comes back. This is actually a dancer topic.
Mhm.
I am not ready.
No,
I saw
One
a
Piece.
fucking meme of
One Piece mention?
I saw a meme of someone being like, "Who says I can't catch up in a day?" And they had like 5 windows, all playing different One Piece episodes. I was like,
Yo.
"True, it's gonna
That's
be me
fucking
after
wild.
this."
Yeah, how many hours is it now?
Like, how many hours of continuous watch time would you
Yeah.
need to get from episode 1 to episode current?
They have 1,122 episodes, averaging about, we'd say
20?
probably 18 minutes.
18 minutes per.
Um,
Listeners, do that math. Fucking nerds.
I do think that you can probably cut out a solid 20 episodes total just for like recap episodes, like episodes where they
I'm sure it's
exclusively
way
do
more than 20.
recap.
Well, I guess if
Yeah,
you
I
want
was
to cut out
gonna say-
filler as well.
Yeah, filler, that one's more questionable because there's some people who actually like some filler episodes.
Sure,
so
but it's like, it's not plot relevant, right? So you could
Yeah, that's
skip
true,
it
that's
and then
true.
come back.
you could
for, like-
probably honestly cut. No, there's really not that much filler episodes.
My
in
napkin
One
mess
Piece.
says
There's a good
about
amount. It
400
Well, compared
hours.
to like Naruto.
Well, I think One Piece, the reason that they're so well hidden is because they don't do filler arcs typically. Their fillers will be like 1 to 4 episodes max.
Yeah.
Well, as in like in Bleach, it's like, it is like its own season. It's like the filler arc.
Mm.
And so it's like, it's well hidden, but there's like a good amount in there still. Like if you look at the episode like highlight reel, it
Yeah.
will tell you which ones are filler. There's like a good amount, but they're all like sporadic through there.
I
It's
feel
not
like
like
it
a
would
fuck-
take longer to figure out the filler though than just to watch the filler if like that's the case.
Correct,
You know?
bro. You just use that one website that I use every time I watch One Piece.
Yeah, I use that exact same website.
Keep catch up, Phil.
Yeah.
Me too. Every
Wow.
time I
I'm
watch one-
sorry.
Anywho, let's
Is
take
this
50
CNN.com?
Okay. You say CNN?
Yeah, is that where that's not the website
Yeah.
you use?
I probably watch One Piece as well.
Thought so.
Sin.
I've heard Anderson Cooper's a big One Piece fan. So
Okay.
What?
Divided by.
no, just kidding. I don't
That
know.
would be great, though.
Yeah, I know it would be, but
It would be
I,
a better
I,
place. Everyone watch One Piece.
I will say that was my
I can do
like
that in a day.
13 days all the way through.
I can do that today.
Yeah, 321 hours.
But if you're watching 13 episodes at a time, it's one day.
That's a good point. He's onto something.
And fucking
He is onto something.
I'm the goat. Eat the goat fruit.
And if you start watching it at like 1.5 times speed,
Suddenly it's half a day.
there you go.
Then you can go back and watch the filler.
There
No, that
you
would be if
go.
you're watching on 2 times speed. Would be half a day.
No.
Yeah.
Got him.
You didn't. You didn't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Don't even try to come at me like that.
Unless you want.
That's not how that song goes.
It's not. I realized as I joined in.
Nautica finally. That was
Oh.
a good time.
Congratulations.
Water.
I conquered Thalassophobia, and now I just don't have it anymore.
Nice.
'Cause
You
that's
beat
how-
Oh, that's cool.
phobia. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is how it works.
Nice.
Now you have to beat that one phobia.
Now we can go to the aquarium
The one that's about
and
holes.
you won't cry.
Yeah.
No, now you got tasselophobia, which is a fear of tassels.
There we go.
We'll take you to Vegas and you'll get over that one.
Yeah, I'm going to Vegas in a couple months, probably.
Why?
Wow.
My friend's 21st birthday.
Oh
I
wait,
just-
I'm going to be going too, possibly.
Dude,
Because
maybe
the
we're
Las
gonna
Vegas
have
Open is happening again. Are you going in October?
No.
No, well then, no, we're not going at the same time.
Yeah.
Vegas.
Because apparently you have friends that aren't us.
Well, you just avoid the sticks. Dude, just
Where
go
were you on my 21st birthday, huh?
probably in Vegas.
No, you were
Yeah.
you were far from being born.
Let's get something straight. I'm the oldest member at this table. Let's be so fucking for real.
Actually, you may have been born. How old are you?
I have a youthful
17?
glow.
No, you weren't born.
It's because I moisturize.
I started moisturizing too because my wife said I had crusty elbows and old man hands.
Oof.
That's
Yeah, I
harsh.
know. It was, but it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
also very true. I was like, oh yeah. And then I started moisturizing and I was like, oh yeah, that took care of that. Probably still have old man hands. So, but my elbows are soft as a baby.
Check out my
Which-
baby elbows.
My baby elbows. That was my nickname in high school was baby elbows.
Because I gave so many babies those elbows.
Dropping the elbow on those babies.
Jesus
You will
Christ.
not survive.
This new WWE fighter.
It's a little mud.
Yeah.
I need to know the word for that. I'm gonna Google it.
The word of the day.
No, yeah, sure. It's gonna be the phobia of holes. It's not hole phobia.
Oh, yeah.
Triptydeca. No, that's not it.
No, you're thinking of a dodecahedron.
No, that's the eyes. hmm Wait, what's the fear of what?
Of
Holes.
holes.
Of holes.
It's gross. What is
No,
that one?
trypophobia.
Yeah.
Try.
I was
Right.
close.
That's fine.
I thought that was like multiple holes, right? Isn't
Yeah,
that
that's
like
what I
with,
meant.
like people have it like there's lots of the multiple holes thing? Oh yeah. Like those
Ugh.
frogs that like hatch their babies on their back or whatever.
Dude,
Yeah.
did you know
Have you ever
some
seen
frogs
those? That's
vomit
gross.
their entire stomach to clean it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, dude. I wish I could do that.
I was gonna say no,
I
you don't,
do.
but then I was like, maybe I do too.
Right? Just get it
I
out.
do it.
Think for a bit. Scrub it.
Maybe then I wouldn't have,
But why?
because maybe I wouldn't have tummy issues.
Yeah, if you're like, oh,
Like, what if you could eat gluten and then just vomit and then just take the gluten out?
But I mean, if I could vomit on command, then it doesn't fucking matter.
But you're not vomiting; you're just taking out your stomach and going, yeah, that
I guess that's
I'm
fair.
removing that.
Huh.
Everything else remains.
Yeah, don't like it.
You haven't even tried it.
Yeah, I like to keep my organs inside of me as much as possible.
Internal
Yeah.
bleeding.
that's where the blood's
Well-
supposed to be.
Yeah, I want internal bleeding, not external
say
bleeding.
that-
Keep
say
it
that about your
inside.
skin.
That's what I was gonna say,
Yeah.
but then I stopped myself.
Yep.
Hey, yeah.
Speaking of skin,
Speaking of skin and blood and guts and shit.
Slanesh.
Yep.
I'm not
Oh,
gonna
wait, before I'm sorry. Wait, I do have one thing.
Yeah.
This may date it, but I did go to a tournament and win my games and get best
Ooh.
chaos theme with my
Hell
Slanesh, my Slanesh worshipping Emperor's Children. and it was being led by my rhino with Wesley's name on it because I had to represent him since it was his girlfriend that they were worshiping. So
Girlfriend.
Fuck yeah.
No one worships her
That's
like I
awesome,
do.
dude.
So if you too
Gracious.
want to win Warhammer games, just write the name Wesley on your models.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And use code Wesley for 10% off any paints you buy on
That's
ArmyPainter.com.
not true. Army
You can-
Painter, I'm so
No,
sorry.
because-
He's like,
Phil's right here, bro. Hey, Phil, tell him.
yeah, but you can get 5% off by using Factory Geek 5. That will give you 5% off.
Sponsored, by the way.
So,
no, it's not
Yeah.
sponsored.
no, I am. I'm sponsored. So,
Sponsored by association.
yeah,
No, that's
yeah,
not how
that's
that
exactly.
works.
It's a transitive proposition. Yeah,
Phil is
if A sponsors B and B is part of C, then A sponsors C.
yeah, but
It's
okay.
mathology.
Basic math. It's basic math.
Math radical.
God damn it. I will never live it down.
You won't.
Okay, hello, hi. I don't have anything fun to say this episode as far as like Warhammer lore.
It's because the grimdark future is never fun.
Yeah, they have a lot of
I don't
hammers.
know, man.
It's all grim, all dark,
All hammers.
no fun.
There are a fair number of hammers.
Until you start reading the Red Gobbo, I'm sure.
Dude, I'm so excited.
Say Mind Goblin?
No.
Red.
Mind Goblin what?
Didn't all the mind goblins come down with Ligma?
Okay, here.
Who is
Get me out.
doing the recap?
Not me.
Dude. I don't even know what I had for dinner last night, so I think it's you, dude.
I'll do it. I barely remember it too, but I'll do it unless you want to do it. It looks like you were getting poised to do it.
I bought a notebook to write
Why don't-
notes in for this campaign, and there are just like there's not even one whole page of notes. I suck at taking
Yeah, I
notes.
feel that.
So.
This is one of the big issues with Stevie not being here with us.
Yeah, she is our note
Yeah.
taker. She's also
Yeah.
like
She's our scribe.
she's just upstairs. She's not like not with us.
But like,
We'll always live on in our hearts.
The
Okay,
show must go on.
I'll go ahead and recap.
Okay, can we take a quick pause?
Oh!
That one. I saw it. Oh, my god, we're done.
It's like
Put it
we
up.
bring
We're
you
back, and we're
stuff.
back.
We are back. We got Wesley snacks.
Yeah, and I'm drinking it, but of my I did this.
Ooh.
I
No,
created this
you didn't.
timeline. If I didn't make a comment right now, you wouldn't have bought these in the past.
that's not true.
Proof?
Because I also like strawberry things.
Put it up.
Mm. Wow, you just got called out.
Put that in. For posterity, you know?
No, for posterior.
For butts.
Okay.
Yeah, look them up.
All
But
right. I would like to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
back on
We're,
track.
we're locked in. Call me a train.
Okay.
The way I'm on these rails.
so here are all of my notes from last episode.
He's got it.
Gene Stealer Colts.
Sick.
That's basically where we're at.
Where
I thought there was more.
Nope, that's it.
That wasn't even what we did. That was just like the story from the beginning.
Yep.
Okay, so we're just going to kind of recap the story thus far pretty quickly. You all end up on a rogue trader ship.
Yep.
Rogue trader ship gets assaulted by cultists. You all kill off the cultists. Yay, hooray. Your patron, with the rogue trader in charge here, Solomon Tror, is like, hey, you work for me now. So now you work for him. Hey, whoa, crazy.
If you want us to work for you, Patreon.
Do
Do it.
Good plug. Then you all investigate a ship, find out about some weird tech heretic, and then go to Jespis Prime, the city that I don't know exists.
That has tech heretics.
The tech heretic was from this place. So you land there, start investigating stuff. You go down to the Underhive. It's you gross. You try and figure out a way to get out and go and find some of these storm shards because you have various different tasks to like get storm shards. You end up crashing a train, probably derailing it, destroying the entire rail line for that section. Definitely won't impede any more storm shard gathering, I'm sure.
We're for the people.
Got him.
But you managed to secure 2 storm shards. And at that point, Drusilla gets abducted. Whoa, what the fuck? She gets abducted, goes off to this weird dome that is like half buried in the sand. You all start navigating through there. We have a fucking epic fight
It was pretty cool.
against a spider.
Mhm.
You saved Drusilla, get out of there, and you're like, oh yeah,
Got a
sick.
spider arm.
Then suddenly a hole in the eternal storm kind of like opens, like you're in the eye of the storm almost, and a communication comes through basically saying, rebels,
Yeah.
insurgents.
Insurgents.
They're
But it was more
taking
like,
all of our genes.
Ah! Oh no!
Help!
Rebels!
Send help! No, my
Because the way you said it was like,
leg!
interesting.
Rebels.
Oh yeah.
Rebels.
It was more panicked than that. Can't you tell in my voice? Rebels.
Yeah.
Rebels. What? That's what you wrote. I'm just reading what you wrote.
Yeah. Yeah, the voices were more like if you tell Wesley there's only chocolate, that kind of like fear and anxiety and
Yeah,
just panic.
Listeners, my life is abysmal.
Wow.
Yeah, because you
It's
have
true.
no chocolate in it.
No, because I have too much
Because
chocolate.
Because he only has us as friends. Oh wait.
And that brings us to today.
All right. And we are going to begin with a cutscene. We see the camera over a conveyor belt as we are seeing some molten iron getting poured into the shape of what seems to be a rifle exterior. We follow the rifle as it goes down, gets pressed in by various different hydraulic presses, forming the shape of what appears to be a simple las gun. Continues to move along, and now we're seeing some like electrical components getting added in there, allowing the las gun to function properly. We jump cut to a military barracks where we see the same rifle getting shoved into a guardsman's chest. Aye, sir! The guardsman shouts as he grabs onto the rifle and holds. We then jump cut to the middle of a battlefield, still following this rifle, as it begins firing towards some unknown enemy. The guardsman screams, as he leaps up out of the trenches and starts charging forward, and then this massive green fist punches through the guardsman. All right, boys, let's crump him! A whole tide of green flesh moves by as the rifle falls down, camera still focused on just that. We jump cut to later, still looking at this rifle as we see a kind of withered hand reach down, grab the rifle, and put it into a large stockpile on the back of this makeshift cart. We then jump cut to this rifle being placed into a crate, and then a hand, like a pair of hands shaking one another like a deal has just been had. And then we see that again, and again, and again. Different hands, money exchanging hands, these weapons transferred back and forth until we finally get to a familiar-looking warehouse. We hear someone tap on the glass as then a case gets opened up showing rifles within. Just about this time that we start hearing some gunshots and the sounds of a scuffle, we see a hand reach out and grab on to the rifle. On the back of the hand, we are seeing a coiled serpent with some spines coming off of it. The hand grabs the rifle and goes over to this opening in the corner of the warehouse where we see a hook attached to a string leading further down. The rifle is then attached to this hook, and then we see the rifle get carried and pulled down through the tunnel. As the rifle hits edges of the stone wall, being pulled all the way down, we're starting to hear growing louder and louder, this kind of rhythmic chanting, as then we're seeing the rifle getting placed with a grouping of other rifles, and the camera finally leaves the rifle to see a large gathering of people. My brothers and sisters! The four-armed one has told of the coming of a great day! once the sky itself breaks open, revealing the abyss above, then we will know that is our time to rise. We must sanctify this place for the Star Children. The camera pans way out until we can see the planet above, and then a small opening in the storm. And we zoom in to see you all. What would you
Hello.
like to do?
I think we were gonna head back, right, to help after
Yeah.
we heard the help.
Okay. Do keep in mind that you guys received an interesting little scroll,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we
so
did.
cool.
as well as some notes
Yeah,
that someone has.
I have them. Nope. That's my note from before.
I have.
Joseph has them.
Joseph has him.
Wait a second. Wesley, shut up.
Haha, we
Yeah.
heard it.
Mhm.
Yes.
They did in fact. Shut up. That's what's all. Maybe the real.
Sorry, go on.
Made along the way. Are you reading them? Can you read them out loud? Or at least one of
Yes.
them? You just. I was waiting for so long.
I was waiting for a. Okay.
Nah.
Entry code. Lots of numbers. Lots of Latin stuff.
Nice.
Unknown variable introduced. In the act of establishing myself in these newfound components, I stumbled upon something strange, a sheet of paper seemingly ancient with bizarre glyphs on it. Unlike any that I have ever encountered within my duties to the Mechanicum.
Dude.
Sorry.
Within the center of a mass seemingly spread out over what could be considered a stellar chart. This will require more research. Perhaps this is some insane scrying of a mad psyker. I must also investigate the manner in which it came to my possession. That sounds kind of like that note that we got.
Episode 2.
The first scroll.
The
that you
first
guys got.
note that we got. Second entry. Numbers. Latin.
Hmm.
Subject, omniscience gift. The only explanation before me is that the Holy Trinity have granted me this discovery. The parchment in question contains a map of the Azimuth Abyss and its local cluster. After running calculations upon calculations, I was able to deduce the possible translation of the text. It is as follows. A hope, a dream, plucked from the sky and pocketed. A whisper, a chance, or perchance a warning. A clock, a deadline, more aptly the future, a pawn, a sacrifice, all in the greatest game. A death, a return, a treasure for the brave. A pain, a love, an embrace for countless more. The rest of the glyphs seem to be coordinates of some sort, but they do not follow standard imperial formations. The more I transcribe, the more it feels I am missing a piece of this. The final message. Numbers.
How many numbers? Just
12.
A lot. Oh. Because the other 2 times you said a lot of numbers.
No, there are 12 numbers.
I guess it's not a lot.
No.
Is it? Sorry, keep going.
A dozen numbers?
Basically, just the entry codes seem to match the same entry codes that you found from Null 5.
What?
Like the same style.
Man,
at
good
least.
thing my int is so high, and I totally caught that myself.
Good thing my int is high, and that's all I do is int.
All I
Subject.
do is int.
Is this a song?
All I do is win,
Oh.
no matter what.
Yeah.
Money on my mind, I can never get
He
enough.
gets me.
Mhm.
Even though he doesn't think of me as a friend, he gets me.
I have nothing but... Never mind.
That's a long
Hate-
pause.
Yeah, I was gonna say, geez, okay, wow.
Nothing
I
but
have nothing but
disdain.
hate, contempt.
Please, read the
Yeah.
note!
Another
Disgust.
blessing of the Omnissiah. From the grasp of a most curious creature must be some messenger of the Holy Trinity. I was granted the second piece of the puzzle, the second parchment to complete the quest. With the newfound knowledge granted here, I will be able to more quickly decipher the stellar chart. Initial findings are confirming the old texts from the Administratum. The standard template construct should be there, which should be the treasure it referenced. Then the clock, and maybe the return, should denote it revealing itself. Dot 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 dot.
Dot, 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 dot.
Yeah, there are 4 of them.
Mm.
Log closed after 1 standard hour of silence.
Standard. Cool.
Yeah. So you guys
All right.
found
So,
that.
so our 2 parchments relate to each other.
Hmm.
Good,
Parchment.
Good.
Are we riding back with the Sand Boys, the Walkers of Doom, the
If
Storm?
they're still there.
The
They said they-
Stormwalkers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is our vehicle
Still blown up?
rideable,
Your vehicle.
or
It's our vehicle. Well, if we tell them.
As you walk through the dunes, you come back to the site of the train crash to find no vehicle there.
I figured.
No, they just made it invisible.
No, they hate us.
Go ahead and roll me an awareness check.
All of us or one of us?
All of you.
They're probably not ready. Oh,
Nope.
nope.
2 levels of failure.
I crit
Yeah,
failed.
2 levels of
Wait.
failure on me too.
I didn't. I got an 89.
All right, we walking.
Okay.
I got a
There was
68.
never a vehicle here to begin with.
It was all a dream
Good job, team.
that we all 4 shared.
A pumpkin.
You all then begin making your way back to the city, the only city on this planet, by following the train tracks. It's taking quite a while. Sand is beginning to really stick to you and to all of your weapons and gear.
It's
I hate
coarse.
sand.
It's
Gets
coarse,
everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Mhm.
And it's at that moment
We fall in love.
that you start hearing the whir of some kind of machinery.
Cool. Is it? I assume it's coming from the town.
It is coming from that direction, but it's a long walk. It would probably take a couple days to get back,
Dang.
especially because of how difficult it is to traverse in sand.
Wish I had a druid.
I've got a Drusilla in my arms.
Yeah, but she's dead.
She's not.
She's knocked out.
Yeah, she has still not roused from her comatose state.
Okay.
If we, all right, just so I know for sure, following the noise is going in the same direction as town.
Relatively, yeah.
Is it like this is town and this is the noise?
Like just slightly off shot, yeah. But it's in the same general direction.
Yeah, the same 5-foot cone.
Yeah.
Let's follow the noise. Say I star.
Follow
No.
your nose.
Yeah, I want to follow the noise.
Okay. You crest a dune to see this massive rig. It seems to have
Is it this?
the table has nothing to do with this.
Oh, okay.
You see 6 tires, each with those sand flaps to help it traverse the sandy kind of terrain. And in the front are 2 what seem to be like rotating cylinders that are picking up the sand and like sifting through it, pulling the sand into a tank on the back of this large vehicle.
They're selling sand.
No, they're gathering the spice melange.
No, this is definitely an original idea, not stolen from anything.
You said sand flaps, and I thought of those dumb mud flaps that people get with different icons, and I was gonna
Oh, yeah.
ask, like, what picture do they have? But they probably don't have. It's probably just like a hammer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
But that is
But it's
what
a
you're
vehicle?
seeing there. It seems to be a vehicle, yes.
Just hitch a ride with them.
Yeah, that's what.
Who's our
sounds good.
face? It's you, right?
I guess now
It's
it's
Drusilla.
me,
Yeah.
Now it's you, yeah, it's
unfortunately.
Drusilla, but I've got
It's
her.
supposed to be Drusilla. I'm not that good at stuff, but
I
Well,
mean, it could also be gore.
We all know that it's definitely not. Yeah, it's definitely not Gore. There's like a 50-50 chance that Gore starts a fight every time he talks with
I think
someone.
it's
So
more than 50-50.
it might be more than 50.
I think it's been more. I don't think it's not happened.
True.
I
Yeah, there's
think
been very few.
we flag them down.
You wave trying to flag them down, and there is no change in the vehicle's
Do we see people?
maneuvering. You do not see people.
Do we see like a ladder slightly elevated above the ground so I can run and jump really cool to get onto the rig?
There is a ladder relatively off the ground that you can run and jump on to look really cool.
All right.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
roll me an athletics check.
Oh no.
Yes.
No
Oh
one's
my
ever
god.
asked, like, athletics, like,
I've never wanted someone to roll 100 more than right now.
Oh wait, no. Okay, you said 100 and you scared me. I got a 1.
A 1?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I know, dude. Hold on, maybe I lose.
Describe how cool it is.
Hold on.
You rolled a 1, dude. You're
Yeah,
good.
but hold on. I crit 6.
You
no, I
you
didn't.
can't. I was gonna
Yeah,
say you
I
can't
know.
have.
It's been a
Yeah, you
minute. I
can't
don't have to make
have
my new
missed it.
stuff. I have negative 10 athletics.
Wow.
I don't know how cool it can be because it's sandy and stuff. I think it's like
You run up a dune, slide down, and as you slide, you kind of like leap up and grab one hand onto the ladder, other hand reaching out to grab any of your compatriots that need to come up.
Oh yeah.
that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Please,
All right.
because my strength is garbage.
So do they get buffed now because I have an arm?
With that, I'm going to say you
Everyone
guys don't
gets
need
up.
to roll.
Cool.
Yeah. You climb up, and now that you're like close to this vehicle, it is about 20, 25 feet high. You're climbing this ladder to get into like the main cockpit. Yes, we have a hand raised. You in the back?
I just want to make sure this is not me. Yes, it is. We are resetting fate.
Yes,
Okay.
your fate is reset. Woohoo! You all climb up this ladder and then get into the cockpit area. It's a little bit of a tight squeeze for the 4 of you. Well, 5 technically, because Drusilla is still there. But you manage to get in there. There aren't any seats. Instead, what you see are a mass of control panels and what seems to be the armless and legless torso of a humanoid, like mechanically hooked in with various metal tubes going into the console. Its face is looking directly out of the small window that you that's visible in the front of the vehicle.
Is this thing
Like
just
one of
being
those
run
things.
by a cogitator?
That's what it appears like.
Can we see like its purpose, like what it's doing?
It seems to be gathering sand.
Is there a button I can hit? Wait, you're a guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have a person.
Okay, we have our own
who
cogitator.
knows- Oh my gosh!
Respectfully.
Wow.
No.
That is a hell of an insult.
Wow. Thanks, Wesley. Star.
I'm not good with science.
Yeah, I would like to 110111110.
Okay, roll me a tech test.
Hey! Augmetics tech?
No.
Dang it.
Just tell me he's not augmenting this brain.
I'm going to spend a fate.
Okay.
Off to a good start, we are. Whoa, I'm Yoda.
Ah, it helped.
Yippee.
That is one
Success. You manage to interact and kind of like speak to the machine spirit and I guess this guy.
Yeah.
His
name's Ted.
Unit, Ted, functionality, gathering. What are your orders?
You met Ted?
Hmm.
Return to the city.
This unit is not scheduled to return the city for another 6 standard hours. Access code.
Oh no.
It's got to be 8008.
Oh, yeah.
Password 1.
8008.
Incorrect.
Fuck.
80085.
Correct.
Yeah.
What are your orders?
It's always one of those.
Return to the city.
Returning to depot. And you see the turbines in front of this stop, and the speed of the vehicle is actually, it starts to pick up quite a bit more as it begins to make its way to the city. You guys have a little bit of downtime though, and though the cockpit area here is kind of small, you're still able to like sit down, rest, whatever other things that you might want to do. Talk if you'd like.
I'm sorry I called you a cogitator. I didn't realize it was such a big deal. I was just saying, like, you're both robots, but, like, obviously you're different robots.
It's okay.
It's basically if someone calls you a witch. You know?
Oh, so it's not a big deal.
No, it is a big deal.
Yeah, but like you get used to it. You know what I mean?
You're a psyker.
You know what I mean?
You're not a witch.
How about we let the robot speak for himself? He's right here.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna reset his password to password 123.
Okay.
Oh, the 1, 2, 3 will throw him for a loop.
Because you have the access code, you're able to adjust that.
Yeah.
A verification email gets sent to you. And you have to click on this button to like make sure that you're not a robot.
Which for you is like,
I'm having some trouble with it. These all look like buses.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's just like the last third of a bus in this picture.
that shit gets me because I'm like,
right?
do you want a full bus?
This one's blurry enough. Like that could be like some British bus, maybe. Like
British buses are notorious for being blurry.
Or it's a building. Like it's either a 2-story building or a double-decker bus, but I can't tell.
Double-decker bus, 2 sandwiches on a bus. I want to. Do we heal? Can I heal?
I don't know.
I don't know how much damage I have.
I don't know. Can you?
Got him.
That's going to be up
Got
to
him.
the cogitator here.
Yeah.
Can I-
Heal.
I don't know if I have any damage. I don't have anything written down.
Wow.
But I feel like I
You
took a
probably
hit.
don't.
Okay. Never mind then. Cogitator. I'll be on my way.
Goodness gracious.
Bing, bing, bop.
You are healed.
Yeah.
Praise the Omnissiah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my goat.
No. Actually, a person.
What is a Saya?
Like a Messiah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I got there. I finally got there.
But it's the Omnissiah, so it's
Yeah.
the Messiah of all.
Yeah, not not my Saya. Our Saya.
Yes,
All right.
comrade.
Goodness gracious.
That's it. That's what I do. Is have awkward conversations and learn what an Omnisaya is.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
How big is this vehicle?
The vehicle itself is quite
This-
large.
this-
I would say if we had to give it standard like grid size, the footprint for it is probably 20 by 40 and 20 feet up.
Okay. Are there like multiple rooms in it? Or is it just like
It seems to be just the cockpit, and the rest of this vehicle is designed for storage.
Sand.
yeah, is it all sand?
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll sand and fuel to move the vehicle.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
I think Alara is just trying to figure out
Fuel
how
for the sand.
physically far
Okay.
away from the rest of us can she get, is what's going on.
Well, I wanted to like
Take a nappy wappy.
Ooh,
No.
slap nap.
I just wanted to like practice
Cry about it?
shooting.
Oh. Shoot, you
But
gonna
I
shoot
don't
the
know
sand?
if I could, but then like there's fuel. So like I don't want to like blow
But
up
that's
the
how it's like
vehicle
good
on accident.
practice. Because you try to hit the sand, you try not to hit the fuel.
Yeah, and then if I hit the fuel, we die.
Nah.
Hmm.
Or we just get blown up and then we walk back, which we were gonna do originally.
I would say it's probably a minor hazard.
Okay, yeah.
Oh God, don't do it then. We can't risk that. Oh man.
We're
There's no coming back from those.
This is a
Game
minor
over.
hazard.
okay, yeah, that's fine. I think I'll just hang out.
Vibe,
Yeah.
as it were.
Okay. Is anyone else wanting to do anything at this time as the vehicle makes its way back to the city?
I'd probably try to have Ares look at Drusilla and make sure that she's alive and not dead.
Stable.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a Medicaid check.
Yeah.
And augment tech Medicaid check.
I tried to catch her, and I think I'm.
I think it would be more of a human medicine check.
Is that it? What'd you get?
5 levels of success.
Nice.
5 levels of success.
Yeah.
You you set her down, and you do see the bruising on the back of her head. However, with some of your scanners and maybe with your augmetic eye, kind of like adjusting its filter and what
Mhm, mhm,
exactly it's picking up on, you're not seeing any.
She now has dog ears.
God damn it! You're scanning over her, and she doesn't seem to have any physical wounds.
Foons.
What you are seeing is that her electrical system, like her nervous system and everything, seems to be functioning abnormally, almost like some of the general electricity that the human body has been sapped away.
Okay.
And you are also seeing that her eyes, she's in like some state of REM sleep. Eyes are just kind of like moving constantly.
Okay.
That's so freaky.
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing that
That's
she's
her-
like
that's her in
tensing
the
up
corner.
every now and then, like really, really tensing, and then like relaxing for a second, then really, really tensing again. You're not entirely sure what is going on. She's definitely in a comatose state. You would be unable to rouse her, especially with the current equipment available to you. Yeah, you can't just shake her awake.
Wake up! I'm awake.
She's dreaming of pooping.
What?
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, she's
Oh, 'cause
tensing and then
Singing,
relaxing.
yeah.
Tensing and relaxing.
Oh man. Okay.
That's just my medical opinion.
I I appreciate your medical opinion, Gore.
Yeah, no problem.
We
That's
have
what they
that
keep me around for.
conversation, and that's I let everyone know. Yeah.
All right. The vehicle, it might actually kind of rouse you from like just relaxing and kind of sleeping when you hear the cogitator speak up. Path to depot interrupted.
God damn it.
Path to depot interrupted.
What is the holdup?
Blockage on path to depot. Gate destroyed.
Is there like a windshield or something we can look through and
Yes,
see
there is.
down? Okay.
Looking up and out, you were seeing that exterior wall, the wind wall, if you will, has been collapsed inward on this section. Completely, you're seeing like scorch marks on some of the metal pieces there, and the wind is able to just go straight into this underhive area. You're not seeing any of the guards positioned up on the edges, and you are actually starting to see dusters being lifted by the magnetic fields that permeate this whole world and kind of getting like flung into the walls, flung further into the underhive itself.
Proceed into the underhive.
Incompatible with current programming.
Password 123.
I'm gonna need you to roll a tech test to reprogram this cogitator.
That's like when you tell your android to hit a human, and it's like, dude, that's like one of the 3 laws I can't break. And you're like, okay, fine.
Every day.
One success.
One success.
Yep.
You're-
I put in sudo password 123.
Yeah, that'll do
There
it.
you go,
That'll do
there
it.
And you
Nerd.
manage to
Nerds.
override it, and you simply just put like you comment out the if obstacle don't hit.
Yeah.
You just comment that out.
Yeah. We don't need that anymore.
And then it simply starts to like
Surrounded by nerds.
Yeah, you are.
hit into the debris that has fallen and is like it's struggling to climb up. That's not at all what this vehicle was meant for. But it's struggling to like climb up and over the parts and pieces. But after like maybe 20 to 30 seconds, it does finally manage to crank its way over some of the debris. As you're looking out the windshield, you're seeing that there is an abnormal absence of human life here.
What about Xeno's life?
There's an abnormal absence of life here.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
What about robot life? Is that life? Not to be like.
Is it much of a life? Let's ask.
Nice. So is it just like buildings and like vibes? Like,
It's
is it-
just like buildings from your current position. That's all that you're able to see.
do we see like signs of? Because like this wall, we're coming in through the part of the wall that we saw all blasted in.
Yes.
Do we see signs of like, whoa, run away, mom, I'm dying? Like, you know what I mean?
Roll
Like,
me an awareness check.
oh, dude, these are my best checks.
Ooh.
71, baby.
Nice.
2 levels of success.
All right.
2 failures.
All right.
4 levels of failure. If anyone was interested.
Listeners, we're waiting on bated breath.
You too can wait on bated breath if you go to our Patreon. Well, all we do is breathe.
It's true.
We don't do that.
We do not breathe on the Patreon.
But you can sign up for our Only Breaths channel.
1 failure.
Okay, Gore, you're the only one who's able to see this.
That makes sense.
Got him.
You are seeing buildings that, I mean, it's all shanties down here for the most part, so it's kind of hard to tell if it's like just built that way. But Gore, you're able to tell that these buildings are kind of collapsed in on themselves. Not all of them, but there's like 4 or 5 of them as you're passing through. Like 4 or 5 for every 10 buildings that are collapsed inwards. And you are able to see like limbs sticking out of some of these collapsed buildings. And it's at about this point that you would be able to see some bodies littered around the ground. Most of them are kind of in the mud, making them a little bit more hard to see for most people. Not like they were buried there so much as just the sand now blowing in has started to cover quite a few of them, and then the runoff from the factories above mixing in with the sand, kind of making a mud substance.
Radioactive sand. All that rand.
The vehicle continues to move its way forward until it stops just outside of a warehouse.
Thanks for the lift. Bing,
Thanks,
bing, bop.
unrecognized command.
Wow, that's sad.
Can
All right, let's
Can we, like-
keep your head on a swivel.
Oh, sorry.
Go on, sorry.
I just wanted to see if like we could do, now that we're here, like another awareness check, because Wesley and I both have the like ever vigilant or acute sense. I mean, and I have the ever vigilant one, which
forgot about that.
helps me detect hidden enemies. So I wanted to see if we could do that before we leave the vehicle.
Okay.
Officially.
Yeah, go ahead.
Enemies,
and
if you will.
You roll one more awareness.
Okay. I'm gonna re-roll.
Okay.
Me and my homies love fate.
Dude, this fate is burning fast today.
It's not burning, it's just being used. That's different.
Yes, you're right.
Mhm.
It's
Wow.
being used quickly.
It's being drinking.
I didn't realize that you got your Juris Doctorate over there, Wesley.
Yeah, I do a little bit of studying.
That was a big brain insult calling you a rules lawyer.
1 success.
One success.
Yeah.
Looking around, you're not seeing any
That was big brain.
enemies. However, maybe thinking back a little bit, on your way in, you did see some random flashes coming from on the top of the Great Umbrella.
That would mean we'd have to go up
Yes.
the elevator, right? Okay.
Yes.
Great umbrella.
You're under my umbrella.
Hello.
Hey.
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 I can't wait till we go to the club.
Okay.
Club umbrella.
I really don't think anybody's here, you guys. I think we're gonna have to go up.
Yeah, there are a couple dead bodies I've seen in the mud over there, but that's all I'm seeing in the collapsed buildings. Doesn't seem good.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys remember
have to
where
go up
the
anyway.
elevator was?
Yes.
Okay.
This way.
And you all start making your way over there.
I assume, are we?
I think I would probably, Gore would probably give Drusilla to Ares and be like, make sure you take care of her, okay?
Okay.
I just need my arms. Yeah, I just need my arms available. So, because let's be honest, I'm going to be better in a fight than you are.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
I am useless.
No,
No.
that's not true.
Not
He's
even
gonna
close.
onto this
Oh.
sand car without you.
Also, as we
your
were
little
leaving the
slide.
vehicle, I told him to return to his duties. Praise the downside.
Okay. I guess I'll just turn all the way back around and drive the extra couple hours back out to the sand. That's cool. I really appreciate that. That's great.
The
Wow.
sass.
You've been
Yeah.
useful.
And in the end, isn't
Thanks.
that all?
That
any of us-
changes everything.
It does.
Wow, sarcasm protocol initiated.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you accidentally made a mistype as you were programming.
Going back in, self-destruct.
My goodness.
I must leave this cruel world.
And
Goodbye,
I will not look as the explosion happens behind us.
because you're a cool robot.
You just wrote in there, print goodbye world.
That's how I want my tombstone to read. Goodbye, print. Goodbye, world.
All right.
Elevator.
We're going to the elevator.
All right. You managed to get out of the vehicle unabated, and you're not seeing any hostiles as you make your way to the elevator.
Nice.
When you get close, though, you do see that the Palanites that were guarding it, dead.
Good.
Oh no.
Means we
Collapsed
can just
over.
I think we could have done that anyway.
nice to us.
Gunshots to the back of their heads.
Ooh.
Oh. I don't like that.
They got order. Oh, never mind.
Can we tell what kind of
Ooh,
gunshot?
Yeah. Is this like a las gun, a bolter?
They seem to have been shot by some kind of a high caliber pistol round.
Hmm.
The classic.
Sorry. Yeah. Phil, out of character, is pogging right now.
Or it's not pogging, I assume.
No, Gore just is like, but Phil is pogging.
So it wouldn't look anything like my pistol.
No. Do any of you have a stub revolver?
Oh boy, do I?
No.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. I
You've
fucked
had
up.
a gun?
I have several guns.
What?
I have a las pistol, a stub revolver, and a hand cannon now.
Bro, why did I pay for a new las pistol?
Why
Why
I
are
thought you
you
just
like
wanted your
this?
own. You didn't ask for it.
Fair, but you never said you had it.
Yeah, why would I? I'm trying to hit people. I'm not trying to shoot people.
Listen, Wesley only takes like the flak vest that I gave him.
I was in the
Yeah.
military. Like I have
Like his
a gun.
You never told us that.
Yeah, huh?
No.
It came up episode 1 when Homeboy was like, "You were in the military. You've killed a fuck ton of people."
Oh,
So I
yeah.
was like,
it
"Right."
looks like stub revolver. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. I did fuck up and write sub revolver, which I thought was a weird gun to have in this world. That makes a lot more sense.
Okay, so you have one then.
Yeah.
So
Don't know why I sound
we
like
might
that. But
we might be able to recognize it then.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I shoot one in the back of the head to make sure they look the
Oh my
same.
gosh.
And they look the same.
It was from one of these.
Wow, that was seemingly unnecessary.
The main
So
reasons that you're able to
unnecessary.
see is the size of the wound and the lack of scorch marks on the wound.
Okay. Is that like only military tend to have them?
I don't think so.
No, it is like I'm not going to say common, but like it's
Okay.
not.
It's like a Glock.
Yeah.
So it's just not gonna give us like any actual
Any faction information of
Yeah,
who might be
yeah.
using it now.
Okay. Well,
Off we go.
continue on the elevator.
Do you want this, by the way?
So
Well, you just got a new last pistol. You probably don't want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take it if you have extra
Come
like mags.
I'm down one bullet. I don't know if I have any mags. I mean, I imagine I do. I
Should.
just haven't really been keeping track. I've never used it until this very moment right now to shoot a dead guy. Here you go.
Thanks.
okay,
Now I have a stub revolver. Is that what it's called?
Mhm.
Sick.
you
Thanks.
get onto the elevator, and the controls are relatively simple. It's a lever. You push it up to guess what? Go up.
I got this one.
What?
That was me pushing the lever up.
Oh.
And the elevator starts to lift you all into the sky. Similar to your descent down, We do have some elevator music. Similar to the descent down, you're having to come up through the haze of storm clouds above you all.
Haze.
And again, you have that kind of shielding to defend you from like the electrical currents that are being like shot through all of the clouds here. And as it lifts up, you look over to one of the large pillars that holds up the great umbrella, and you can still see an individual rappelled down, harnessing the power of lightning and pulsing it back into the city. Harnessing the power of lightning, pulsing it back into the city, until you see a four-armed creature starting to rush, like leaping its way up the pillar, as then it pierces its claws into this person and just fucking rips them down and tosses them down far below them. And then they continue to just run up, and then you're seeing another one, and another one, and another one, all starting to just climb up this tower, going way faster than your elevator is.
Maybe we should GTFO.
Yeah.
I would like to ferocrete flush upon seeing that guy get fucking pierced.
Okay.
What is the modifier for challenging again?
For challenging, it is 0.
Okay, so it's just like base.
Yes.
But boom, boom, boom. Nice. That is 3. Count them. 3 levels of success.
1.
My flesh is ferocreted.
Okay. I would actually like each of you to roll a difficult lore check. Actually, no, a hard lore check, so that's minus 20.
Okay.
You said minus 20?
Yes.
I'm looking for a 16.
Goodness.
No.
No.
I rolled a 13.
I've been
Yeah.
rolling very poorly today.
Well, get your money up now. You're funny up.
4
What?
levels of
You're
failure.
rolling poorly.
Okay.
Ooh, and then you roll like me.
Failure.
Yeah.
What? You said it was hard?
I got
Yeah.
So minus...
The minus
20.
20.
What is it?
Lore.
L-O-R-E. Lore.
or LOR if it's not getting
It's based
into
off of...
a state.
Uh-huh.
I need 10. I got 16.
Okay, so fail.
Oh,
and
rip.
Gore.
Yeah.
Success. Yeah, I got 13. I needed a 16, so I got success with 0 levels.
Nice.
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 This is the fabled Gene Stealer. The presence of simply one of these can end up decimating an entire fucking planet.
Yay.
For they can propagate themselves and control denizens of the Imperium.
Yay.
Gore tightens his belt. And then says, "Oh, Holy Emperor, these are gene stealers. They're like the boogeymen of the fleets. It's a Xenos that can just devastate. They can control people. They can just turn entire populations against us. This is not good. We're gonna have to get out of here as fast as possible."
So,
Yeah, and one of them is enough to decimate a planet, and you just saw 4 of them rushing up one of these pillars.
yeesh.
All right.
What do we do?
Yeah, is it worth even trying to help, or do we just leave?
No,
Get
this
off
this
planet.
planet is done for. I imagine that it needs to. I don't know what to do, but there's nothing that we can do. Certainly. I think I don't know. I don't know how we get back up. Do I know what's closer? Is it the shuttle or the Eldar that we were getting the shard
That would
for?
be the shuttles.
Is our
The shuttles
closest
are
way
closer.
right now?
Yeah. You guys are going to be ascending at the outer rim. The third ring in is the shuttles. The second ring in is the Administratum buildings where the Eldari would have been.
Where was Homeboys?
Oh yeah.
At the exterior. Yeah.
At
I'm sure they're fine.
At the outer rim?
Outer rim.
Can gene stealers steal their genes of robots?
Oh yes, famously so actually.
Oh,
Please read Day of Ascension.
oh.
A
Listeners, there's your
really good
assignment.
book.
We have a book club, and you have no excuse.
If it has a human biological component, it can be infected.
Dang.
Okay.
But they didn't have a way out, right? Sorry, your people. They were just like building shit.
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right, sounds like shuttle it is.
You guys have Vox speeds, right?
Yeah.
Little V's.
Yeah.
You're starting to hear like an alarm kind of a thing of this is not an emergency.
Oh, nice.
All denizens of Jespis Prime must evacuate. Proceed to the shuttles. Any signs of Xenos taint will mean execution upon you.
Taint.
It's goodness gracious. It's not an emergency.
That's what
This
it said.
is an emergency.
Not a
Oh.
drill. And then he
This
probably
is not
mixed
a
those.
drill.
Oh.
I did mix those up.
Okay.
It is an emergency.
This is only
Oh.
a minor hazard.
This is it's like at work when they do fire drill rehearsals and they're like,
Uh-huh.
this isn't a natural fire, go to the shuttle. You see people getting fucking slaughtered next to you, like everything's fine.
I was
that's what I
kind of
thought.
thinking that's
me
what was
too.
happening.
I was like, this is
I
crazy.
was like, I don't trust it.
Like it's just telling us
Please
to be
remain calm. This is
Yeah.
just a drill.
Uh,
My leg.
you're hearing that as you are ascending.
Looks like a screwdriver to me.
And finally,
Not a drill.
My God.
Boo, but also awesome.
the elevator has stopped, and you are looking out into the city to just see smoke and fire. You're looking at the manufactorums to your lefts and to your right, and they are crumbled inward. You even see kind of far off in the distance one of the factories suddenly explode.
Oof.
Bang, 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 bang.
I'm gonna be real for a second. Making gun noises is just fucking fun.
Yeah.
So much fun. Like, it's just cool.
Ooh,
That was good. That was good.
That's
yeah.
really good.
Thank you.
That's a
Editor,
stub
go ahead
machine
and just
gun.
add all of these as like background for the entirety of the rest of this episode.
Yeah, with the occasional. This is not an emergency.
Yeah, editor, clip this.
That is good. I do enjoy
Yeah,
that. That's a good
that's
sound
really
effect.
good.
Thank you.
Is it like a straight shot, or are we? Do
You're
we
going to have to
like
navigate your way through, and at
Okay.
this point, we're going to use mechanics that aren't necessarily in the book, but I think fit this
I don't know. There's
situation.
a navigation check right there. I'm looking at it.
There is
True.
a navigation check right there. Let's start with that.
I thought there's-
Are we?
I think that's like astro navigation, if I'm not mistaken. But
Oh, like for football fields?
But wouldn't that be
Yes,
piloting?
exactly.
Is there piloting?
Oh
There-
wow. Okay. Wow. Wow.
I don't know. There's usually a
Hmm.
pilot and a navigator.
Hardly know her.
But they're both int.
No,
Oh.
piloting is agility.
Agility. Yeah. No. Okay.
My
Or is it-
dearest.
Navigation is the
intelligence.
skill of reading maps and contextualizing the information for everything from simple trips to complex logistics.
See?
Travel between locations is more complicated than simply looking at a map and drawing a straight line, even for routine surface travel terrain, weather conditions, traffic patterns, roads, should they even exist, and local wildlife are all important criteria for considering the best route to reach a destination.
I know it was, and roads, if they even exist, but in my brain it was like
Roads are a
roads.
myth.
Should they even exist? We need to talk about this.
Stand-up comedians opening fucking
Yeah.
line.
What's the deal with roads?
Road work ahead. You, God,
Yes.
do we see with our little eyeballs like fighting in front of us? Like, is there like someone's boxing Xenos right now in front, like kind of with my eyeballs? You
No.
get me? Okay, so we're fine.
Yeah. We're chilling. Let's go.
So, how we're going to do this is we're going to do a series of skill tests to see how well you can navigate your way through and use the terrain to your advantage. For every single failure, there will be consequences, probably in loss of wounds.
That's good. We don't want to keep wounds.
Let's go ahead and start with a navigation check. I'm going to need one person to start.
Is there any Adeptus Mechanicus nearby?
There are not.
Okay, but were the roads built by them, and thus I could use that as part of my navigation check?
We
You
built
know
this
what?
city.
Let's
Yeah, they
Is
did.
it a grid system? Is
Let's
what he's
see.
asking.
Yeah. Are the roads A through Z and 1 through 0? Or are they?
It's a circuit board.
They are not. The
Oh.
outskirt is nice grid pattern kind of leading into the
Oh,
center,
okay.
but as soon as you leave this outer ring, it's just a
Oh.
clusterfuck. Imagine like different kinds of architects decide like
It was like a
wanting to
group
do
project.
it one way,
Yeah.
and then some others wanted to do it a different way, and when they finally like met up, it's all sorts of like fucked up. And next thing you know, you have
Mhm,
a
mhm,
roundabout within a roundabout within a
Oh my
roundabout.
fucking god.
Yeah, dude. Dude, I've seen a favela.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Dude, I made it.
Nice.
3 levels of success.
Nice.
He did build this.
You
city.
are navigating your way
Got a 5.
through buildings that are like you're hearing more and more gunfire. You pass one building and you're actually seeing muzzle flashes inside from some insurgents that are firing away. You have yet to actually see any of them, but you do manage to navigate through, and you're about a third of the way through this third ring. Then, as you are approaching, you come to a door. The door is, as of right now, locked and impassable. There is a panel nearby that you might be able to use, or you might have to lockpick your way through this door.
Can I use a tech check to get through the door?
A tech check would work. Does anyone else have anything that they'd like to try?
I've got the universal key of a combat shotgun.
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same thing. Can I just like
I-
break it?
I have a multi-key. So if you want to try tech first to see if you can just get
Multi-pass.
in.
Can we use them in combination? Where like
I'm going to
use
need
the
one
multi-key?
person. This is not an emergency to roll it. However, you could. Yeah, I'm going to say that you would be able to aid or the help action, giving one of you advantage on your test.
So you give me aid?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you have advantage on this test.
Here you go, Contour.
Thank you. Woo, that was some great aid. It took me from a 90 to a 9.
Yeah,
Nice.
That is sick.
That's
You-
amazing.
That's a lot better than 90.
You go over there and you pull out a quick bit of incense, light it, and with that you press the button and press the buttons in their sacred order 80085.
Why is everything
Pound.
this code around here?
We have so few things that we can hold on to in this grim dark future that give us hope.
And the door
We just got to hold on to the
Slowly.
boobs.
the door slowly cracks and creaks open, leading to further streets on the other side. You're continuing to navigate your way through until you get to a more open area where you are seeing insurgents that seem to be in mining gear, firing away at innocent civilians running in the opposite direction. But this courtyard is quite open. There are some like shrubs and other like statues and things scattered about. You might be able to sneak your way through, but I'm going to need one of you to lead the charge.
I don't know if we can go and kill them. They're all children.
Oh my gosh. I can't.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Misty's last episode.
I quit. I don't think any of you guys are stealthy, right?
Sure not, especially not while carrying Drusilla.
Okay,
So true.
I think we just
Fight them.
start shooting. You know, like
Well,
but
I'm
like
only
as
needing
we
one
run.
person to roll the stealth.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I
we
can
will
try.
inherit the stealth of whoever rolls.
Mhm.
Phil's not even here. Oh, there he is.
I am. I'm here.
You had a sheet up. Oh, yeah. Oh,
That looks pretty good.
Ah.
Oh, is that a
Peekaboo.
7.
Oh, I thought it was a 1.
gets me every time.
Yes. We're freaking doing it.
3 bad.
3 bad.
Wait, I thought you said you rolled a 7.
No.
No.
I rolled a 71, and Joseph was like, "Ooh, that looks good," and I was like, "No, it's a 7, not a 1."
He
for the
thought it was
70
11.
part.
Yeah.
No, I
Gotcha.
did.
This is
No,
I
he
knew.
thought it was 11.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Oh,
Okay.
but what about advantage?
That was the last roll.
I know. I'm just kidding.
You all take 6 points of damage as you're trying to sneak your way through, but the insurgents do end up seeing you and fire stray bullets, managing to catch you as you duck behind another alleyway, continuing to run.
I'm at 0.
Thanks, Misty.
It's been a fun campaign, everyone.
Did you say 7?
6.
Yes.
Oh,
It would be 7 to your body, so if you have any armor...
Oh,
oh
yeah.
right.
reduce that.
Thank
I
God.
forgot
I
about
always
armor.
forget that's the thing.
7 to the body.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my-
yeah,
my-
I'm at 0.
Ferrocreated flesh stacks with my flat jacket as far as armor bonuses.
I think so.
Pog.
Yeah.
What's math? Baby, don't hurt me. Okay, that reduces it a lot. So the total,
Math
but
is
sorry,
with numbers and stuff.
the total damage was 6 or 7.
6.
Okay,
6? Did I say 6?
Yeah.
I believe you said 6. Yeah,
You
did.
said 7. Oh, you
No.
said 6.
It's 6.
no, Misty said 7.
No.
No, I'm going back in time. You said 7. He thought it was a 1.
Yes.
That's why 7 is in Phil's brain, I think.
We have so much math.
The damage was
guys.
6.
Okay. You managed to escape just barely, as it seems these insurgents found another group of denizens of Justice to shoot at instead.
God, the good old distract them with another target.
Sorry, pause. Joseph, you said that you healed.
Everyone
earlier.
else.
Did you not heal yourself?
I totally forgot.
Oh.
And I am an
Physician,
honest
heal
player.
thyself.
Well, you're at 0. You're not like comatose. You just take a major injury, right?
Yeah.
No, if you take any additional damage, it will be a
Oh.
major.
Oh,
So you're
see,
fine.
that's
Okay,
fine. Yeah,
okay.
I'll just heal myself now.
It's barely an inconvenience.
Okay. I just was confused.
Okay, you continue to navigate your way through, trying to escape the gunfire kind of all around. You're seeing up ahead that there is someone with a flamer just burning away at a group of people nearby. I need an athletics check from someone to
Not me.
to hop into a elevated window in a building to the side in order to escape the wrath of this flamer.
I do be jumping.
Okay.
Yeah?
nice.
I've been
Please do.
known to jump on occasion.
You have been.
Unless, Gore, you would like to jump.
No,
I
you
don't
can
wanna-
jump. Please feel free. Jump
I
jump away, sir.
Strength. Strength.
Yes.
Yeah,
Strength.
Strength.
please.
Athletics.
We talked about me not reading. I want to make sure I'm reading now. If I used Iron Limb, would that help in this instance since it's a strength check, or is that only?
That's only anywhere
Strength bonus.
bonus.
That's right.
Depends on the
Thank you.
fight.
Thank you. Why read when Damien's here?
That's a good point.
I'm
What'd you
gonna
get?
use a fate.
Okay.
Okay.
Is what I got. Watch this.
Just roll what you want.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Oh, thank heavens.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Your face did not say
Sorry.
this is better. And I was
I
like, oh,
got-
great.
2, please count them.
2.
1,
Levels
2.
of success.
Okay. You manage to kind of brace yourself and launch your teammates up and into the window overhead before leaping up and climbing in and through. It's eerily kind of quiet in here. The soundproofing in this building is a lot better than the soundproofing we have down here in the basement. You're not able to hear as much of the fighting outside. It's all like very, very muffled. But what you are hearing is something like this. Coming from a little bit further within this building.
Don't like that.
I'm gonna look.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep moving with a shotgun up.
Mhm.
Okay. You both round the corner and look into this kind of larger open area in the center here. There seems to have been tables that have been pushed up against the door nearby as like a barricade of sorts. Previously, it looked like this might have been a place of worship. As you turn and round the corner, though, you can see a man in inquisitorial garb who is currently holding back a knife from a cultist over top,
Oof.
pushing down. This doesn't seem to be like one of the miners from outside. This seems to be someone in priestly robes, hood pulled back, and this flame kind of a symbol branded on their cheek, but the brand seems to almost move. consistently.
Don't
That's
like
cool.
that.
I mean,
And-
yeah, that's wild.
This knife is getting like slowly pushed closer to this Inquisitor as he's trying to push it back.
Oh, that's
Misty,
intervene.
this Inquisitor
Oh,
is someone that you recognize. This is Dometer.
Ooh.
I still want to intervene. But you can intervene first if you want.
Phil, this
was
is
gonna
someone
say-
that you recognize.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
I don't recognize anything.
I just like to fight.
I'm I'm-
Wait, so are we all there?
You all would be rounding the corner. However, in the lead is Gore, probably because you just kind of walked out front, followed by Star, and then you two.
Okay.
oh man. Gore's gonna shoot his shotgun.
Jeez.
Okay.
Listeners, he's rolling.
I rolled a 40, so that is a 1 level of success.
Nice.
One level of success.
Yep.
Go ahead and describe your shot.
Gun.
He comes around the corner with the shotgun out, pulls it down a second, raises it back up, and fires as the shotgun shot fires right into the Inquisitor.
Okay. And as that happens, I have a new talent, which is Quick Draw. So
Wait. That's sick. What does Quick Draw do?
at the beginning of combat, you get to draw and fire a pistol before anyone else, regardless of the initiative order. If you're surprised, there's
Yeah.
that stuff.
Nice.
Okay.
But and I'm going to shoot into the
The non-Inquisitor.
the cultist.
Okay.
Three levels of success.
3 good.
Describe your kill.
It's
The same but different.
no, with my las pistol, I quickly draw it out and kind of crouch so that I have less bodies
Mhm.
to kind of go through. Pull it out, shoot, and it just goes straight through the cultist's head and out the other side. And he kind of just falls.
As he falls, you're seeing that ever-shifting brand suddenly spark up into blue flame and then completely disappear from his face. As the cultist falls over, the Inquisitor rolls just in time to see you, Gore, pull the trigger as shrapnel just coats the entire stomach and torso area of this Inquisitor, and he goes, "Ah! What the hell are you doing?"
Boom.
Another one.
That's that song.
Right? Don't worry about rolling. He looks up, glare, fire in his eyes, fire that reminds you of something. As the round shrapnel just coats, peppering his entire face, leaving just these gruesome pock marks. And he collapses.
That seems like a little intense for you both.
Well,
I
I
feel like we gotta talk about anything.
guess we're safe in here now.
Oh,
Or would let the. We start going.
the death of an Inquisitor is heresy.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Gore would stand there for a second, and then he would put his hands out with his back to the team, and put his shotgun down to the ground and like raise his hands in the air. Alara, I can explain.
You don't have to. You said there's these gene stealer things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's get the fuck out of here. And she's gonna start going. As we go into the room, though, I'm checking pockets.
I'm loon the bodies.
No, listen,
Yeah,
listen,
It's important.
I have his rosette, so
I don't know what that means.
Yeah. So you are now.
So I no,
the
I
Inquisitor.
no. I
Okay.
have his authority, right?
Mm.
But if he's dead, then that means nothing,
Mm.
right?
Only
Oh,
means,
I see, I see.
it
So-
only means nothing if the officials know that he's dead.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
So quickly, like going through stuff, and then
That's a good point. Is he unrecognizable at this point?
His face is pretty beat up. On visual inspection, he would be unrecognizable, but on like DNA testing,
Yeah,
he
you rip
probably
out
would
one of
be.
his teeth, you know who it is.
Hmm.
Take his teeth.
I'm not gonna do that.
Mhm.
I'm gonna just take
His
I-
pockets.
identifying things
His
off
dog
of
tags.
him,
Mhm.
and then because if Gore is right and this planet is done for, either nobody's ever gonna know, or they'll find out much later, and that's not my problem then. So
True.
On his body, you find his and Inquisitor's seal of authority.
Don't break it.
You also find a heavily encrypted datapad,
How heavy?
18 kilos.
at least.
Wow.
Wow, that's
I actually don't know how heavy that is.
You also
It's about 40 pounds.
find.
That's pretty heavy.
Hold on. I'm
I'm so
I'm
impatient.
holding.
Hurry the fuck up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wesley's not holding. He's
I am
let go.
letting go. Finally, after all these years.
You find an Inferno pistol.
Oh, sick.
Inferno
I mean, like, it's still a gun, but like it has a cool name.
pistol.
Right next to it, you find an Inferno sword. Whoa, can I have it?
Well, Inferno,
It's
Just kidding.
called a shish kebab.
an Inferno pistol is a pistol that deals 16 damage.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
Range
gosh.
is short. 3. The magazine size is 3. It has close, loud, and rend 5.
Jeez. Wait.
Can I
A
equip
melt a pistol.
Yes.
a silencer to it?
No,
I doubt
it would
it.
melt right through the
Yeah.
silence.
You also find a power maul.
Power Maul.
It sounds like a-
Darth Maul.
Protein drink.
Yeah, I think that's the one he would have. A power maul deals 5 damage base plus your strength bonus,
Boom, 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 boom.
and has penetrating 2.
That's the damage base.
Uh,
What is it?
What is it?
Yeah.
You know, bro.
It's where you can buy electricity.
Yeah, thank you. I almost made a mall joke too.
Okay, are you ready? Activated, the striking surfaces of power weapons are ensheathed in a field of disruptive energy that greatly magnifies their lethality.
Oh.
Where hits from swords might cut flesh, those from power swords easily sever limbs. Blows from power fists can similarly punch holes in rockcrete barricades or tank holes.
But not
Power-
Ferocrete.
I think it'd be pretty close to that. Fuck, I lost my spot.
Sorry.
Power weapons are often a sign of status in Imperial society.
Whoa,
Cool.
You're Inquisitor. What is? You said maul.
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 So it is like a big hammer.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Like the granite maul in RuneScape.
But it is a one-handed weapon.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah, the power axe is a two-hander.
The packs. Unplugged. Well, I guess this one would be plugged because of the power.
Can I take the power maul if no one objects?
I don't know, man. You're a heretic.
Do you object, Wesley?
No, I no, dude. Yeah, Gore. Yeah, you can have it.
You know what, Gore? Yeah, you need all the help you can get for our next fight.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want this heavy cannon. Don't you love heavy cannons?
Wow,
I
they're
want the
looting
power
the body.
maul
Can
for
I
my
heal?
refight with
Thank you.
Scar later.
Roll Medicaid. Well, you know the rules for it. Do the thing.
Okay.
You can have it. I've had so many weapons.
I think
Just treat it well.
no.
Sorry.
I would like to specify that I am going through the pockets
That is
of my
true.
dead mentor.
Yeah, you're right. We are being a little insensitive.
And I think when I see it, I kind of like take a second and look it over in my hands, and without actually looking at you, I throw it at you, Gore, and I say, hopefully this is helpful.
Call it Paul.
Thank you.
The cultist, if anyone cares, didn't have anything else on him other than a knife, like a dagger.
It's a knife.
That seems to have a blade made entirely of crystal,
Whoa.
Does it seem
jagged crystal.
Wow.
does it seem
Cursed.
chaotic
Uh,
or corrupt in any way
You want me to vibe check
before
it?
I touch it?
it don't look right.
Can I vibe check it with warp? I don't know if that's like an actual thing.
Yeah, go ahead and do a psychic mastery.
I'm him. Wow. A good wow.
Okay.
I rolled a 7. And I fucks with sastery.
Uh-huh.
So that is, oh my god, math. 15. It's will. 45. 4 level. Wait, the 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 4 levels of success.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This thing is probably straight from the Imperium.
I think you're rummaging both pockets? Like you're going through both people's pockets, right?
No.
You were just going through the dead Inquisitor's pockets? Were you going through the cultist pockets?
I like knives because I can throw them, but if it's
No, yeah, I just want to set
want it.
I just want to set the scene.
You go for
So
it.
whoever
No,
was
I'm healing.
whoever was rummaging through the cultist pockets, I think it just kind of like falls out of his pockets
Mhm.
and hits the
Well,
ground.
it was like in his hand.
Oh, okay, easy then. Fuck his pockets. Yeah, I think as we're like talking about power malls and shit, I noticed it because it goes. You know how you stare into the warp stares back. This
Mhm.
crystal's giving me the eyes right now, not in a good way. And I go, no one touch that. That shit's fucked. And I point to the. Well, actually, can I like?
Do you prefer something more impressive?
Who said that? I say that's in character. Like who said that?
I can take the form of anything you like.
Yeah. Become a two-handed sword right now.
Oh my gosh.
You're seeing
you
the
talking about?
crystals grow more and more, both out in the blade, and then the handle itself seems to grow out until it takes the form of this large, serrated,
Star.
two-handed sword.
What the fuck? I am backing away.
Mm-hmm,
Like out, away.
You alone have the strength to wield me. Or are you too weak and afraid?
Is
Oh,
Star
shit.
the only one that can hear this?
Yes.
Okay, I figured. Star.
Hey, that weapon just grew.
Yeah, Ares, we're tracking. Get over here. And I like try and pull you to me, even if you're not that close. Like,
A weapon is simply a weapon. It's all about the hands of the wielder.
Can
Gore.
I? Oh wait,
Gore.
would this
Yeah.
happen? Like I do have a question.
Hey, Star.
I have mental fortress.
Mhm.
Is it still? I guess they're not like probing my brain.
They're not probing your brain. They're
Yeah,
just
they're just
speaking
vibing.
to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk towards it.
Good.
I'm going to lift my pistol. My newfound
Hey.
one. My infernal one.
Star. Gore's gonna shoot the shotgun into the sky. Star,
What?
stay with us here. Do not, whatever you're doing right now, stop it.
If I don't pick it up,
He bested you, didn't he?
oh,
With me at your side, you will know no evil.
no.
I understand your concern.
You
I
just said
Do you?
don't touch it.
Yeah, that's
And now you're getting closer and closer.
That's
to
You're
it.
right.
also talking about to something that we can't hear.
If I don't pick it up, chances are someone
Uh-huh.
else will.
It won't matter
Okay.
if the planet's destroyed.
I mean, we're gonna get off this planet. Wallahi. That does there's no reason to believe we're gonna be the only one that gets off this planet. Either we take it back and it's under our control, or somebody else takes it and it's not.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you saw the guy that last used that thing. He didn't seem to be much in control.
He was weak.
He was weak.
Okay, that sounds oddly weird as a response to what I just said. What I'm thinking is that we don't touch it because we can't, because otherwise we are probably going to be under the influence of something that we can't control.
I am far from the most heretical artifact you have in your possession.
Didn't you just kill an Inquisitor? How come you can do heresy but I can't?
Star.
This is my field of study.
Star. At this point, I'm gonna roll for hatred.
Okay.
Ooh, what does that do?
She gets pissed.
I get pissed, and then
and
I
then the
either
fight starts.
fight Star or
Don't.
If you're cool with me
No,
fighting
but yeah,
you.
go ahead.
The classic duality of man.
She's pissed. I don't know what she needs.
No.
No, she's able to control herself if she rolls well.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah. I know. I was kind of bummed too.
I like how Joseph thought that you were like hatred was the good thing. Like,
I mean,
She's so pissed.
you succeed in hatred. Kick his ass.
I'm going to take the safety off. I'm going to then, like, I've had it ready,
Yeah.
but not, like, pointed at you. And at that point, I will take the safety off and point it at you.
Let's come above the table really quick. I just want to make sure all the parties involved are cool if this comes to blows.
Yes.
I'm cool with it.
Let's go.
Are you cool with it?
Phil?
Oh, me? Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
Are you cool with it?
Yeah.
Without me, you will have no, you will have no escape. Do you want to see your party through this? Or would you like to see them die?
And
I need a
I need a
verbal
enthusiastic.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
Keep in mind, I don't want to encourage in either direction.
Yeah.
This is your guys'
Yeah,
thing.
that's kind of why
I'm just wanting to inhabit the demon that is inhabiting this weapon.
Yeah,
Of course.
Yeah, my boy.
Yeah.
Gore is going to step between them and hold his hand out to both Alara and Star. All right, listen here. We are currently in the middle of just a maelstrom of chaos. All right, we need to get out of here because we need to survive. That's what's important here. I understand that what just happened here on my part is a lot. That man is the reason that I'm the only one alive from my planet. He blew up my planet in front of my eyes and killed everyone that I had ever known because of a miscalculation. That man has been the source of my hatred, the source of my ire, ever since I became part of this Imperium. Everything that I have done from that day forward was to do this. He is not a servant of the Emperor. He is an idiot. And he killed good people for nothing. And I get it that he is technically an Inquisitor, but he was not doing the service of the Emperor. And I'm sorry, Alara. I know that you had a connection with him. But that man there was no Inquisitor. You are far more a servant of the Emperor than he ever was. And Star, I don't know what that thing is talking to you about. I cannot hear it. But I want you to understand that you are strong. You are stronger than anything that it can offer. And by going into its grasp, by letting it control you, which is what is going to happen, do not think otherwise. You are giving in to the powers of chaos.
Guys,
and you are far more important to us than that.
Guys, we need to get off this planet.
How would you just like the psychic energies between me and this thing? Are they like? Are they? I don't know shit about like witchosity and chaos. Chaos a witch, if you would. What is the chance of being able to use psychic mastery to force pull it into my hand? Is it above 0?
It is above 0.
I would like to try to do that.
Roll a psychic mastery test. Plus 20.
This feels very metagamey, but what I wanted to do after Gore's speech was say, like, Star, if you pick that up, I will shoot you. And kind of like look around Gore's body so that like I mean it.
Yeah.
We lock eyeballs.
Yeah.
I do also want to describe what you are feeling.
Okay.
And right now, your senses are starting to get dulled as the shadows from the walls seem to be growing inward, almost to the point where it feels like it is you and this weapon. You are able to hear your compatriots, but it sounds kind of like you're able to understand everything that they say. You're able to understand that it is your compatriots, but it almost sounds like you're underwater hearing them.
Mm.
That's not good.
Yeah, we just talked about thalassophobia.
And you're seeing this sword, and it's almost like thrumming with power. And it would just be so easy to pick that up. Just to, because we've had a lot of arguments on like why you shouldn't pick it up, you know?
Listen, I just want to get off this planet, guys.
I agree. But not if Star's bringing that.
Yeah, not with that thing. No.
Do I have like a shirt? Not on, like an extra shirt in my bag.
Well, there's a bunch of cloth around you on those dead guys.
I'd like to, dude. I don't know what I want to do. Actually, I'm in a crossroads.
It's where you find demons.
Yeah, it
no, the
is.
road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Yeah.
Yeah, but crossroads are where you get demons.
Nah.
Yeah, it's not a straight road. See, it circles and like crosses itself. So crossroads.
I sustain. I'm back in character now.
Mm-hmm.
I sustain that we can't just leave this here. I think to leave this here would be incredibly irresponsible on our behalf, right? I would like.
I disagree. This building is coming down
I
soon.
I don't know. Listen, I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. I've been for the group since day one, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you, and I like gesture to you two in particular, if you're really that worried that I'm going to turn Chaos Witch, then you can kill me when I pick it up, quite frankly. But I cannot, in good faith, leave something like this on the ground when I could possibly pick it up and like be unaffected. And if I am affected, then you guys can put me down like the dog I'll be. But I cannot, in good faith, just leave this here.
Roll a psychic mastery test.
I want to burn fate
Okay.
to pass it.
Okay. At your command, at your words, you're still in this like shadowy underwater feel. But with every word, every utterance, the shadows are getting pushed back and pushed back.
This is like anime. This is so cool.
And the sword, you can see it almost like the blade itself kind of break and shatter as it collapses down to just a handle.
Like still over there, or is it in my hand?
Oh, you burned fate. What would you like?
I think. Can I just play off what you said, but like describe it?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. This is gonna be weeb as shit, right? But hey, I'm an anime fan.
It always is.
So I give my dumbass speech about like I'm for the people. I'm the one above all, right? Him, for lack of a better term. And like as I'm like in the conviction of my words, you can begin to see like and if any of this doesn't make sense, please interject. But as I like start to like vocalize my conviction, you can like see like probably for the first time for a lot of you is like you can see the warp around me. Like you might have seen like instances of it when I purgate. But now you can see it like in a constant like tugging, like a push and pull with me and the blade. And it kind of like fills the room with these like two opposing forces. And as I continue to speak, you can see like my will come like take up more and more of the space as the blade starts to crack and fracture. And then it when the blade completely breaks, it seems to like vanish from that spot where it was and reappear in my hand as just a handle. And at that point, I'll say, "See?
I don't fucking trust it. And I turn around and walk. I will shoot you. This isn't Alara. This is Misty.
Yeah.
I will shoot you.
Yeah, dude.
The second.
I'm for the people.
The second something bad has happened, but because I didn't roll hate, you're getting away with it. That's literally the only reason.
Guys, I love role playing. This is so good.
Get you next time.
Can you tell me about my handle?
But yeah, I would like to like run though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also
Yeah.
that.
Can we look at the handle?
Yeah.
Like,
Walk and talk.
Yeah, we'll look at the handle later.
Yeah.
Because you end up going, moving the barricade out of the way, and you step out to see just off into the distance 2 ships.
2 ships.
Currently stationed, and a lot of gunfire around you. However, you look off immediately to your right, and you're seeing that there's one of these insurgents who is currently overlooking this. It seems to be like a mobile, like battlefield kind of like data plate. You're seeing like hologram. Thank you. Holograms of the current battlefield as it happens, and he is shouting orders over a radio. You're also hearing into your beads at this point. There is no cause for alarm. Please return to your normal duties.
Oh, dude.
There's no cause for alarm.
Everything's
Please
fine.
return to your normal duties. Members of the church will be at your door shortly to offer any assistance necessary.
Just so I know, what we're hearing right now is not what this guy is saying, right? Like he's talking to radio to probably
He's
different
talking
people.
to radio to different people. You're seeing out in front of you just a mass of all of these insurgents, and then way off in the distance, closer to those other ships, you are seeing what seems to be the good guys, quote unquote, trying to shoot back. You see one of these insurgents even like climb up onto one of these buildings in front of you, bombs in hand, and just go as that building there with all of the crates on it just completely explodes.
This whole thing?
Well, that building
This
there.
part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're seeing in front of you that there's a building immediately to your right, and then up ahead there's 2 buildings with a bridge spanning between them. The building to the left, connected to that bridge, just explodes from this insurgent coming up with dynamite and other various bits of explosives. You're seeing to your right that there's fighting between what seems to be some of those naval preachers, maybe even the naval preachers from Solomon Tror, who are currently engaged with this massive mutant human. You're seeing that its face is kind of or its skull seems to be split into like 2 separate skulls with 3 eyes and this long lashing tongue, who's currently wielding just this massive signpost ripped from the ground and used as a combat weapon itself. Its entire body covered in this like blue carapace. Tail kind of lashing out, stabbing into people as it is swinging its sword and just yelling.
We should avoid that guy.
You're also seeing some of those 4-armed creatures just appearing out of nowhere with supernatural speed, slashing their way through. At this point, then you see your objective marker actually pop up, and it just says "Run!" Exclamation point! Exclamation point!
I hate when that happens. Always gives me the
like
heebie-jeebies.
the red screen that's like flashing, and you're like,
like right before you get to the area, the loading screen is the tip is sometimes the only option is to run away.
The building immediately to your right seems to be swarming with all of these different insurgents. This is the same building that guy with the hologram of the battlefield yelling into. He's just behind that building, seemingly alone right now.
Where are we exactly?
In here.
Okay, cool. Thank you. That makes a lot of sense.
We're running, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I run and
Gun?
comm leech?
Comm leech.
Yeah, it intercepts messages.
Oh.
I want to see if I can tell what that guy's saying. Like if it's counter or for our cause. Because I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll say before you end up like making any moves or anything like that, as part of like opening the door and taking all this in, you can comm leech really quick.
Okay.
Can I?
Units 3, 7, 5. There are more of the unfaithful at coordinates XYZ.
Is that us? Is that our coordinates?
I want to give those coordinates to Ares.
Oh, so they go from XYZ to 1001.
The coordinates aren't anywhere in the like within even a mile of you. It seems to be somewhere else on this large platform.
They are.
The Great Umbrella.
That is that way. I
Point.
very far away.
I can't tell.
Unit 2. Unleash our brothers.
Ooh. Doesn't sound good.
Does
Run away.
what would I?
May the four-armed one protect us.
Okay, I think that's pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The last thing he says is actually, I'm evil.
I'll relay that to you guys and just like, I don't think that anybody that could help us is within earshot right now. So just
You're now seeing or hearing a sniper shot. As you look up onto the building to the right, it seems to have a second story to it, where someone with a sniper rifle seems to be just firing away in somewhat quick succession at some of the naval breachers. And you're seeing like one go down and another go down. Seems to be quite accurate.
I don't like that.
Can I Iron Limb?
So how far away is the Nexus? Sorry, the guy with his thing with his.
I'd say about one zone. This definitely unnamed, not Nexos guy. Definitely like something else for sure.
Sorry.
So
Okay. All right. If my God, we need to keep going. But if that guy gets taken down, it'll hamper their. You can tell he's directing what's going on here. We need to do what we can to help these people.
I think we need to take that sniper out.
All right. Star, can you take the sniper? I'll go take the Nexus. And then, man, Ares, I don't know. What do you want to do?
I will run away. I am still carrying Drusilla.
Yeah, please.
I'll cover you.
Okay.
Thank
Excellent.
you.
All right. Thank you. We'll meet up at insert the place where our
Ship is.
objective marker came up.
Yeah, you can see there's two different ships. There seems to be one ship that you, Alara, would recognize quite heavily.
It's this one.
It is the ship that goes to that one other ship that Beck is on.
The super cool one.
Yeah.
With the blanks.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other ship is from Solomon Troy. It is probably the one that you guys came down on.
Okay.
Are you going to leave us for the blank ship? Please don't. We're going to miss you. That's real. I'm not going on the blank ship.
You're
not going on the blank
I'm not going on the blank
You're going blank ship. You're going on the blank
No.
ship with that.
This is good now. Look.
No,
Look.
we're not having this actual argument
We're,
right now.
I'm
I'm just saying.
I'm not,
That's where we're going.
Listen, I gave him my word that I would troll his Solomon, and I hate that.
I hate that.
And so did Gore. Right, Gore?
We're not having.
You're right.
We're not having.
Yep.
This argument.
You're right.
We are running.
No. I have a question mechanically.
Yes.
I don't think this matters for Iron Limb, but when you roll a 10 on the 10s die and a 0 on the 0s die, is that a crit?
No,
it is.
it has to be like 11 or
11
22.
1. Oh, you're right.
Or
Right.
33.
Yeah. Because then the 10s and 1s is the same.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
But a 0-0
You're right.
is a crit.
Yeah.
The
Well,
fun-
no,
Just
that's
for
a crit
bad.
fail. Yeah.
Yeah, unless you have 100.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's all I want to ask.
Okay, yeah. So this is going to be a loose combat. So we're not going to go through initiative. I am not going to run initiative for each of the.
What, you don't want to run a gagillion
There's
baddies?
only like 30 on the board right now.
Yeah, I'll take a picture for the Instagram.
Yeah, we're not going to be doing that. Instead, we're going to have localized engagements is going to be the mentality for it. So if you are set upon or someone, if you set upon someone or someone sets upon you, then we will have that like microcosm fight within the greater fight. Otherwise, we're going to be out of initiative and kind of
Making our way
making
downtown.
your way downtown, walking fast.
I'm
hopefully
walking
real
hella
fast.
Yeah.
Aces past
Just
him.
so I know, that sniper is not on our side, but neither are those
No.
guys that he was shooting at.
No, the guys that he was shooting at seem to have been the Imperial Navy breachers from Solomon Shore.
Yeah.
Okay. So more likely that
There
they're
are
on
buddies,
More
yeah.
likely that
There are buds.
Okay. And then
But you never know.
But you never know, dude. They are wearing jeans. And the division
well,
of
that's good because then they haven't had
They
their
haven't-
jeans stolen.
True. Or they stole those jeans.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Wow.
Never know. And the division of duty was me sniper kill, hopefully, and Gore does what? Kill, hopefully.
I'm taking out the Nexus. You're taking out the Sanctus.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
The Sanctus. Yeah, I mean, you all know exactly what it is. Well,
I
by
have
you
no
all, I
idea.
mean Phil knows.
Phil knows exactly what it is.
Where are our minis?
Oh, I didn't pull them out yet.
Dude, this is you right here.
It's not me.
See?
Oh wow.
That's not me.
That's Car's a betrayer.
Yeah.
So maybe it is Mr.
Ooh.
I'm so glad you guys both got your kills at the same time. That was really cool.
That was badass.
That was pretty
That
sick.
was cool.
And
That
I-
was cool.
Use my quick draw.
Yeah, I'm so excited
Dude,
to use
quick
my
draw's
hand.
badass.
That's sick.
Just
Dude, what-
wait.
By the way, when you did your quick draw, I was like, well, I guess I'm getting shot in the back.
That was fight, you guys.
Phil?
But I will also
Yeah.
fight.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Missy doesn't have her headset on. He said when
Oh.
you put through, he thought you were gonna shoot him, not. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought about it.
I know.
But I liked the other way better.
It was sick.
I mean, me too, obviously.
Dude, hey, kill your friends. Get cool, non-ominous handles.
And you wonder why you're not part of our secret chat.
Stop! I don't like chocolate snacks.
Well, good thing we
It's because-
brought you strawberry snacks.
Oh shit.
Cracks.
Yeah.
I guess it could just be snacks. What, like snacks?
Yes, where the S comes from strawberry.
Yeah. Wait,
Oh man.
did you find all the remedies? Are we all
So
there?
awesome.
You're all there.
+8, by the way, for Ireland. I rolled a 10, that's why I asked. Yeah. What do you? What? Oh,
Imagine,
right.
imagine how strong you'll be wielding that blade.
Good.
A fun fact, actually, Grey Knights, that faction within the 40k universe, they do use demon weapons.
Oh, Deppins?
I'm pretty sure that they do, right, Phil?
I think they're is it maybe Demon Hammer? Maybe. They might.
Hammer?
Yeah, they're
It's either
like
those are
demon
like
hunters.
yeah.
Yeah, it takes a demon to kill a demon. I've read Demon Slayer. I've not.
Yeah, like, but they're the weapons that they wield are like actual possessed weapons with demons in them that
How
are
did they- how did-
constantly just being all like, "Join us,"
Oh, okay.
Come
They just
on.
kind of block it out.
and they're just like, "Nah, fuck you."
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll just do that. Call me Knight the Grey, the way I'd be Grey Knighting my way through Grey Town.
I
Yeah.
mean, it would match all your minis.
True, I do not be painting. Maybe I'm a demon or a Grey Knight. If you were a demon weapon, what weapon would you be? I'd be this might come as a shock, a big fucking sword. They would call me the BF sword.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or a pair of gauntlets.
Gauntlets would be cool.
Gauntlets are sick, man.
I would be a Lego.
Oh,
Mm,
that would fuck people up.
Yeah.
yeah, it would.
Be a standard D4.
Ooh.
You
I said weapons.
mean
not
the nerd caltrop?
It's a demon Lego that moves under your foot. So, like, even as you're like, ow, ow, you can never put your foot down.
All right, quick thing about SCPs.
Wait.
Yep.
We never timed back in.
Oh yeah,
So
Welcome
we're
back.
not timing back in quite yet.
okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew that
Mhm.
because this was funny, but like it won't be in the final cut unless Stevie wants to put this at the end. So
I'm not putting it at the end. I'm just leaving it here.
Yeah, she might, honestly. Quick thing about Demon Lego that constantly moves under your foot.
Is that a thing?
SCP had an anomalous item called that was like a chair that if you were just like, man, I could use a seat, it would just appear underneath you and you'd be able to sit down. Seems pretty nice. Well, one of the factions in the SCP world decided to
what is that?
Secure, Contain, Protect. It's a bunch of like
It's like Delta Green.
horror writers.
Oh.
You know,
who-
Triangle Agency. You're just anomaly hunters. They try to
Sure.
contain these things.
Sure.
Yeah.
We just don't use acronyms here, so I don't know
Well-
what's happening.
Self-contained, he's nuts.
Oh. But this one faction spreads the chair, trying to destroy the anomaly, right? It didn't. So now, if you're around it, you're like, man, I could really use a seat. All of those wood chip shards go right into your body.
Wow.
That's
And
awful.
the only way to contain it is having it deep, kind of far away from everyone else. And then once a day, someone comes over to the garden that it is at, that it acts as mulch. And the person has to go, wow, this is some really good mulch. This mulch is fantastic. This might be the best mulch I have ever seen. Wow. In order to appease it. Because
So it
all it
just
wants
needs
to do is,
encouragement.
Yeah,
it
just
just
wants a little
wants
bit
to
of
be
praise.
helpful.
Yeah.
That's really cute, actually.
It is, except for,
Except for all
whole-
the death. Yeah.
Yeah, except for all the, you know exactly where those splinters are going too, because it's a chair.
Rip. Also, fuck those guys. Destroy
Rip
guys.
your
Leave the chair alone.
Well, it's
I
one
get
of
it.
it's one of the reasons why the SCP Foundation tries to just contain
Yeah.
anomalies, because destroying them could have consequences like that.
Yeah. That's why they haven't destroyed me yet.
It's because you're just built different.
Yeah.
All right, so we have everyone splitting up.
Running away.
All right, the first one that I would like to go to actually is going to be Gore.
Okay.
You move up towards this individual who seems to be continuing to call in on the radio various different troop movements. We're seeing the enemy trying to do a pincer maneuver in Sector Y, mentioning things like that. Currently does not notice you over the sounds of battle.
The fog of war.
Exactly how I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna come up behind him and just wail on him with that power maul right on the head.
Okay. Go ahead and make a roll. He is not defending himself.
All right. I do have a specialty in one-handed weapons. That's a 52, which is a success, but with no extra successes, unfortunately. 'Cause I
Okay.
did a 57. But it does have penetrating too, if he has any armor, and then it's 5 plus strength modifier, so it's gonna be 8 damage.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
8
hammer
damage
time.
to what hit location?
The head.
To the.
Oh
head?
wait, no, I'm sorry. I said that in my.
You
I
should've gone with the first one.
exactly. I just wanted to do it to the head, but then I realized
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
rolled dice.
Yeah.
It's
That,
just
I mean,
I guess
He's
technically-
not protecting
technically it was
himself. He's-
body. That was my thought.
Yeah, You can take an aim.
You're sneaking up. He doesn't know that you're there. Did you roll with advantage, by the way?
True. We have superiority.
Not
No, I
sure.
didn't.
Sir?
But I
Never mind.
didn't.
you
But
see how
I rolled a
you-
57, which would have been a 75, which would have been a fail. So
Okay.
I'm gonna
That's
stick
fine.
with my main.
We haven't had a whole lot of sneaking encounters before.
It's true.
When you are catching your enemy unaware, you will, 1, get advantage on the attack, and 2, deal an automatic critical hit.
Nice.
Yes.
Now, this is a cultist who has a critical wounds threshold of 0.
Nice.
So any critical wound is enough to.
Critically
Kill
kill
him.
him. Yippee.
yay!
Yay. Poach you.
Would you like to describe how you eviscerate this guy?
Yeah. So I imagine that Gore comes up behind him, just like eyes locked on the prize, reels back, activates the power maul right as he just brings it down onto his head. And then as he just explodes all over his map that he has there, he would go over and just kick the thing over to make sure that it wasn't working anymore.
It hits the ground, and you can see the holographic display just start to and completely goes out. At this point, you have now disrupted communications upon the enemy. You gain 1 superiority.
Yippee.
Got him.
Who's going next?
Me. I want to be over there.
Okay, I'm gonna need an athletics check to get up onto the building.
That makes sense.
That's easy. Wesley was born athletic.
I'm not sure I was. Superiority means you get +1 level of success. Do we all have that now?
As of now, yeah.
Hold on. So
You're
do we now?
welcome. Don't say I don't
I'm
give you anything.
I might still lose. Athletics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I have 0 levels of success, because I have 1 failure, but I get 1 success, am I good?
Are you still over?
Yes.
Then
Then I would
that's
like
going
to
to be a
use
marginal failure.
a fate point. And
Okay.
surely this time,
Surely.
my last fate point for the day.
Don't call me Shirley and re-roll those dice.
No, it's not looking good, Chief.
I was gonna say the
Oh,
tension.
no.
Huh?
I was gonna say the tension is killing us.
Wait.
You
No, yeah, never mind.
are attempting
It's
to
still 0 success.
climb up, and we'll move on to
Mhm.
you two.
Running away, trying not to be seen.
Okay, I'm gonna need a stealth check from you.
From both of us, or one of
Probably
us?
from both of you.
Okay.
This is going to be taken at -10, however, given that there is a sniper in a perfect sniping position.
Sorry. I tried to snipe the sniper.
4 levels of failure.
Oof. Just because
Okay.
you're carrying your soul.
Oof.
Yeah.
I had 1 level of success.
Nice. You put them together and you're good.
So,
Yeah, 1.
Alara manages to sneak around quite effectively, but Ares, maybe it's because you're holding Drusilla right now.
That might be it.
You are clunking along, and the sniper turns its rifle towards you, and you can see it line up, ready to take a shot, and then it turns away. Bloop. Back to you, Star. You are climbing up as then you see the clawed hand of one of those 4-armed creatures grasp
Oof.
at your own hand and toss you down
Hey.
as then it leaps on top of you. We cut back over to you, Ares, as
Oh, I'm chilling.
from right behind you, you just hear as another one of these 4-armed creatures starts charging towards you. And that is where we're going to end.
Maybe we
What?
should have
No!
maybe we should have spread off a little differently.
No.
Oh,
Maybe you should have been like,
man.
Maybe you should have taken out the sniper.
I wouldn't have.
Oh, shoot.
Like that, you still would. Also, you're not getting sniped, bro. You're getting forearmed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
how-
all I'm hearing is you guys need to get
That's what I'm
good
saying.
like
Yeah.
I did.
Get good.
We should have
Get good.
had a melee range pair. We should have split.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You guys should have picked
That's
your
fine.
target as the one that you could just easily walk up to that had its back to you and was not wearing a helmet. That's what you
This
should
is
have
good.
done.
If we just take this as a learning exercise for our little group,
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
next time we know Drusilla should be awake, and we'll pair off a little differently.
Yeah, this might kill you.
Oh,
Dude, I'm doing fine.
Melee brawling 70 as the
Ooh.
skill for this creature.
Oof.
yeah, but if we just pretend mine's 80,
Ah, well, fuck.
Oh.
Same.
Also, by the way, just to out of character now, I just accomplished my long-term goal.
Yes,
of killing
yes,
that guy,
you
dude.
did.
You can retire right now.
I
You
can.
can.
he
Don't
he
even, like-
mashes the guy. Yeah, Gore mashes the guy with Gore mashes the guy with the maul, looks back, and then just walks into the sunset.
I'm good. I'm good.
That would have been wild. Can you
Pretty
imagine?
metal.
For you, good sir, gain 500 experience points, and you can spend them before next session.
Nice.
Ooh, fancy.
Speaking of, bye. You guys smell bad.
Later.
Ooh, yeah, stinkers.
Oh,
Stinkers.
Okay.
No, sorry.
Bye.
Okay, never mind. Bye. Less abruptly.
Peace.